Good morning, everyone. So today we are talking about the Orion, or the Orion, depending on how you want to say it. I actually just have fun with saying that because it sounds like onion, which is like onions. Anyway, back to more important matters. The Orion. Now this is pretty cool. We have a device here from Lost Vape and EVOLV. Now many of you know the EVOLV partnership with myself and Wismac back in the day with the RX200 and their products. So I've been a fan for a long time. I have a vast amount of knowledge about the chip and how it works, but today's going to be a different review. I'm going to try and explain why I think this is cool without being terribly technical. Now the reason for this isn't that, being technical isn't good. In fact, it's wonderful. But I feel like if I do an unboxing and a chipset walkthrough, then you could have gotten that information from everyone else. And that's kind of what I'm trying to do with the channel here, is I'm trying to give you access to information that you normally wouldn't have, or rather explaining something in a way that's slightly different. First things first, it comes with a little lanyard. And maybe I'm a little bit of a nerd, but I love these little things. They're kind of fun. They just slide on like so, Easier said than done, to be honest. But yeah, do that and off you go, kind of fling it around. So main thing I want to talk about, as I mentioned, let me fish this over my neck here. Replay. Now I think replay has been not misunderstood. I'm not going to say that, it hasn't been explained well, because it's been explained many times. However, the word that keeps coming up with this thing, and the real differentiation I want to make when it comes to this product, is that replay and the EVOLV GO chip is not a temperature control feature, okay? Let me see if I can break this down for you in a little bit more normal way, I suppose. So, first things first, right? You're vaping. This is a pod, right? This is not a mod. There's no screen. There's no indication of what your wattage is and all that stuff. Yes, it has a high, low, medium setting and all that, However, when your flavor kind of reaches critical mass, when you get that hit, whatever time of day it is, in the morning, afternoon, and you kind of go, that was amazing. And you really get the full flavor of your juice out, and everything is happy, the birds are singing. You push a button, just one button. You push that little button there, and the mod will now recreate the parameters that it was at to give you that kind of best hit. Now, if it was up to me, I would rename replay into like sweet spot or something else that's kind of fun. Because it really is the sweet spot. I'm a little bit more of a cloud chaser. I can do MTL stuff. I do. I like this stuff a lot, actually, because it's flavor based. However, if I want to do a cloud hit and I get, just the right amount of heat and sweetness and all that stuff out of my juice, and I push the little replay button, it will replicate that. Okay. Think of it kind of in a sense like an autonomous car, like a auto drive thing. You push a button, you lean back, you're messing on your phone, and the car is following the car in front of it. It's not getting in any accidents. It's, behaving. It's going the speed limit. It's not hitting pedestrians. All that stuff. That's temperature control. Now, if you're like me and you weave in and out of traffic without signaling and you don't really care for pedestrians and, you speed to work and maybe you get in an accident every now and again. I don't. But if that's the person, me, when I push replay, the car will do exactly what I did. It'll speed. It'll run red lights. It won't have care for pedestrians. And if I get in an accident every single day, it'll get in an accident every single day. So replay is designed to give you your best hit always. The benefit to this, and something that I think a lot of people have really missed, is that this is for flavor. There's two main factors or benefits to replay, and again, why this is cool. Outside of it being a sexy little pod, we haven't even talked about all that. If you want to do up-closey breakdowns and unboxing and all that, go watch some of the other guys. I'm going to try and give you something a little bit different here, so bear with me, all right? Stay with me. The replay sweet spot has two benefits. It is designed for flavor, meaning it's not a temperature control to very much avoid a burn, a dry hit. It's not a wattage boost to give you more heat because reasons. It's designed for when you perceive your juice to be the best, you push a button, and then you have that always. This works all, by the way, outside of temperature. For example, I put this in the fridge, and I waited for it to get all nice and cold, and I took a few hits and I hit replay. So it's calibrated for fridge temp, which is like 30 degrees. Then I waited for it to warm up, and when it got warm, I went outside in the sun, vaped it again at the same replay temp calibrated for the fridge, and it was exactly the same. Oh, same juice concept. I did do a very quick version of this in the freezer. I didn't necessarily want to, freeze the internals and get it all wet and stuff, but I did put this in the freezer, and what the mod did was it basically did it dumped as much power as it can, which is 40 watts, by the way, into the body, basically to warm up the unit to get it back to a nominal operating temperature, which I thought was really interesting. So it is designed for flavor. It is designed to highlight the best of what your juice is on a pod. And by doing so, once you've hit replay, assuming you hit replay and you never touch it ever again because you're happy with it, your cotton and your pods, rather, will last you for freaking ever. So this hasn't been out that long, but I was talking with Brandon from EVOLV, and he was saying that he has the same pod, same juice, organic cotton, by the way, in his pod that he's been vaping for like, I want to say a month or 5 weeks, something ridiculous for a pod. And again, this is a refillable 3 mil pod system. It's awesome. So, in a way, kudos, because replay for me never really had a purpose on a big boy mod, on something that had a couple batteries or whatever. I'd just rather squonk and, go about my day. When it comes to a pod, it is really difficult to control how these hit. As your juice gets lower, it's going to, potentially dry hit a little bit more. The wicking isn't going to be as quick. This has some crazy technology on it where the board is recalibrating all sorts of things, not just temperature. It's including how much juice is there. Like the resistance of the coil is huge, not in a temperature control sense. But I don't know how to explain it any better than that. It really is. If you drive, if you're on Forza or Gran Turismo, whatever it is, and you're putting down just a sick lap. And at the end of that lap, you look at your time, you're happy, you're stoked, and you want to see that again, you hit what? You hit the replay button. You don't hit the traction control button or the ABS to keep you from crashing. You get the back end out, and you slide around a little bit. You have fun and you enjoy yourself. And then you do that again and again and again. So, yeah. Just wanted to bring you kind of my take on why this is cool. And again, Lost Vape, they make some beautiful stuff. I'm a sucker for, carbon fiber and the inlay, the mother of pearl or whatever it is, the abalone shell inlay, and just all that stuff. I love it. I think it's a cool design aesthetic. I'm really happy with it, guys. I do hope you try it, because it is one of those mods that is completely different from the other pod things, the pod mods. I'm kind of hooked on it, guys, and especially, I know it sounds retarded, but I like these. It's something on my neck. I don't have to hold it. Yes, you look kind of like a tourist, with a little camera, but I like these. I really do enjoy them. It is something that I wish you do enjoy and try yourself, just because, as far as technology goes, this is new and cool. There's a whole bunch going on here. They give you 3 pods. One of them is a 0.5, the other 2 are 0.25s. And yeah, got this cool little locking mechanism and the whole deal. There it goes. So freshie. So that's replay as best as I can describe it. Now, really quickly, I just want to go over a few pros and cons on this one. Pros, the flavor on this thing is incredible. Pro, the airflow is adjustable, which for a pod is something special, especially when you have different flavor profiles and what you want to do with this. Pro, this little top cappy thing that you'd use to fill the pods doesn't get stuck. A lot of them that I've tried actually have like a tight threading with them, and so you end up, pinching the tips of your little fingers and hurting yourself. It's stupid, but this one actually works really nice. Pro, the positive lock for the pod itself. You just slide that down and the whole pod comes out really easily. If you don't do it, it actually takes a bit of effort to snap it back together. So that's actually really nice. It's going to be, that way for quite a while. The USB, I like where it is. I just like this little tether and stuff. I'm not going to quote this as a con, even though I think over time it may wear down, it may loosen up, may fall off, or not be as positively in its little spot than before, but it's okay. We'll keep things moving here. It comes with a little lanyard, and maybe I'm a little bit of a nerd, but I love these little things. Cons so far. Con number 1. The LED light is visible. Outside, kinda. I mean, these are little niggles. But, since there is no screen, there is no any other indication, you're really kind of, squinting to look at this thing. Secondarily is I kind of would have loved if the replay button was a little bit more, not hidden, but recessed, because it's not something you're going to be pushing regularly, and it's not something you necessarily want to accidentally push. Not that it's hard to recalibrate, it's just something that, I want it kind of hidden. So you push it once, be done with it. Other slight thing is I keep pushing the pod unlock slider as the fire button. I'm just used to the fire button being high up on a mod, and it isn't. It's down here. But I have to say, pro-wise, the build quality on this thing looks amazing. If you want me to, I'll take the whole thing apart and just show you guys how it's all put together and made. I know the quality is going to be good, and I'm not too worried about it longevity-wise. We'll see how it works after I drop it a few times, though. And then the last con is just that the 510 drip tip, it is pressed on, which, meh. Thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe, like, comment. Get in the comments below and start talking to me about this thing. I've had it for a little while. Again, I know Brandon very well, and I'm familiar with what they were trying to do with this, so if you really want some questions answered, hop in the comments below. I'm going to see if I can get a couple more of these and do a giveaway. We'll do a giveaway on YouTube and on Instagram, so stay posted, or look in the description for that. I'll do my best. The timing's kind of fussy at this point, but I'll do my best to get you guys out some of these, because I like it. I'm not just a fanboy because EVOLV. Like, this is good. So, well done, Lost Vape, obviously EVOLV, So, yeah, we'll call it. Thank you guys for listening. Bye.